Tell me about the mansion. Now, who gets invited to the parties?
Friends?
Is it just unbelievable wild sex all night long?
In 1953, Hugh Hefner started Playboy magazine and quickly found an audience that would help turn it into a multi-million-dollar empire.
Women aren't bunnies, they're not rabbits, they're human beings.
Hef's pursuit of happiness challenged and changed society, but came at a price for those he loved the most.
Hi guys, welcome to the Playboy Mansion.
Crystal Hefner was 21 years old when she submitted a photograph of herself to the Playboy Mansion and received an invitation to its infamous Halloween party. A few days later, she was moved in.
Welcome to the bedroom. I'm going to show you a place that no one sees.
It wasn't long before Crystal was Hef's main girlfriend and eventually wife number 3.
There'll be people watching this saying, Crystal, come on. What are you doing marrying a guy in his 80s?
I love Hef. He's the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life.
Crystal made a promise to only say good things about Hef, but as her new memoir reveals, it's time for her to tell the real story.
Who knows what goes on here? Maybe I shouldn't have just laid on the floor.
Please welcome Crystal Hefner. Crystal, great to meet you. Congratulations on the book. You had made this promise to Hef some time ago that you would only say good things. But I imagine, given what you've now written, that there was quite a bit you really did need to get off your chest, was there?
Yeah, absolutely. I made a promise to him that I would only say good things about him after he passed away. But, you know, as time passed and I kind of unpacked what went on there, I just figured it was time to tell the truth finally.
Was there a particular thing, though, that you felt, actually, the world does need to know this?
I think when I was at the mansion, I didn't have the terms that a lot of us have now. You know, I didn't know what a narcissist was. I wasn't too privy about misogyny. You know, this was a time before Me Too. And boundaries, I didn't have boundaries there. And so learning all these things over the years just made me feel that I really needed to speak out because that place was hard and traumatic.
Well, you were so young. You were 21 when you moved into the mansion. What did you think it would be like, and how different was that to the reality of what it was?
Playboy is supposed to be this place of freedom and expression, but it was anything but that. When I moved in, I pretty soon felt trapped. You know, Hef controlled everything. He controlled what I looked like, how I behaved. So there was no real freedom there.
What was Hef like, and what was it that drew you to him?
I'd heard of Playboy and I'd seen magazines when I was younger, and I thought, wow, these women are the most beautiful women in the world. They're powerful. Like, I want to be just like them. Like, I was insecure. I came from a broken childhood. And so I thought Playboy was going to be incredible and amazing. And I think that's what drew me in. And Hef at first was very magnetic and charming.
You mentioned that he was a narcissist at some point. How so?
He was textbook narcissist. He kept, I think there were about 3,000 volumes of scrapbooks by the time he died, but he kept every single article and everything about him throughout his entire life, thinking that people were going to be studying him for, you know, centuries and centuries. He truly felt that he was completely iconic and at the top of the universe, and it's crazy.
In a case of unbelievable timing, Hef died only a month before the Me Too movement. What do you think would have happened if he had lived through that?
I think he would still be doing what he did, just in a quieter way. I think that's all he knew. It was so ingrained in him to be so misogynistic, and he left the earth just in time. And yeah, I think a lot of women were mistreated by Hef.
Would you say that he was abusive?
I think because he didn't physically abuse me, I didn't understand for so long that I was still being abused. And this is a time where the media praised him. They put him on such a pedestal. So anytime I had self-doubt, I would think, oh, well, you know, maybe that's just me because everyone else just admires him so much. But yeah, it was hard.
Amongst that, were there times where you were having fun and enjoying it?
No. Looking back, I try and think of any happy memories, but I don't have any.
Wow.
Did you love him?
Once I realized that Hef wanted multiple people in the bedroom to sleep with him, I like, this man cannot love me. He really can't fully love me. So I don't know if I loved him. I, in a way, respected him for what he had built, but after a while, that was all a facade as well.
You have changed so much since being in the mansion. You've de-bunnified. You said you lost yourself when you were in the mansion. Have you started to find pieces of yourself again?
Absolutely. After I left the mansion, I did think, like, you know, what do I like? And it took me a while, actually, to think of what I like and explore different things. And when I found those things, I found myself. And it's definitely a work in progress, but I'm peeling away those Playboy layers and getting back to myself.
Well, Crystal's memoir is called Only Say Good Things. It's out now. Would you please put your hands together for Crystal Hefner?